Unlocking the freedom to live authentically, a journey beyond societal expectations. As we age, life presents us with a question that resonates deeply. Should we walk alone or seek companionship? Society has long romanticized relationships, elevating them to a near sacred status as the ultimate measure of success. This narrative often pushes us to believe that singleness equates to failure, a misconception that binds us to outdated norms and stifles our ability to embrace the freedom that independence brings. But what if true happiness lies in breaking free from these societal expectations? What if fulfillment isn't found in conforming to the illusion of finding your other half, but in discovering your wholeness within? Relationships, often sustained out of fear or obligation, can become cages of emotional dependency where jealousy and mistrust take the place of genuine affection. It's time to redefine love, not as a contract of control or societal validation, but as a bond rooted in mutual respect, shared growth, and the freedom to thrive as individuals. For those who choose singleness, this path offers a profound opportunity for self-discovery, personal growth, and the unshakable peace of living authentically. This journey is not about rejecting love, but about reclaiming your autonomy and challenging the myths that have kept you confined. Whether through unconditional connections free of ownership or the liberating embrace of solitude, the power of living on your terms is transformative. As you reflect on your choices, ask yourself, what truly brings you fulfillment? By prioritizing self-love, personal growth, and authenticity, you can step into a life rich with meaning, unburdened by societal expectations, and deeply aligned with your inner truth. This is your call to action, to break free, embrace your journey, and redefine happiness on your own terms. Breaking free from societal expectations, the question of love and independence as you age. As we grow older, life presents us with one of its most profound questions. Should we choose the path of solitude or seek the companionship of another? For generations, society has painted a picture of romantic relationships as the pinnacle of personal achievement, the ultimate validation of success and happiness. This narrative is so deeply ingrained that many feel pressured to follow it, fearing that walking alone might brand them as incomplete or worse, as failures in the eyes of others. But here's the truth. This societal glorification of love as a necessity often blinds us to a greater treasure: freedom. The freedom to live life on your own terms, to define your happiness without the constraints of another person's expectations, and to embrace the journey of self-discovery without compromise. Being single is not a mark of failure. It is a courageous choice to defy the norms that bind so many and to step into a life of authentic fulfillment. What if, instead of seeking validation through a partner, we celebrated the power of independence as the ultimate triumph? Independence, the gateway to true fulfillment. True happiness is not something we find in another person. It is something we cultivate within ourselves. Independence offers a profound and often overlooked path to fulfillment, one that celebrates individuality and nurtures personal growth. While romantic love is frequently romanticized as sacred, it can sometimes become a gilded cage, limiting our potential and suppressing the essence of who we truly are. When we tie our happiness to another, we risk losing sight of our dreams, passions, and the freedom to evolve. Independence, on the other hand, allows us to explore life with curiosity, embrace challenges, and build a foundation of self-respect and inner peace. It is in standing alone that we discover our true strength, and from this place of wholeness, we are free to connect with others authentically, without dependency, fear, or compromise. The question isn't whether love is meaningful, but whether it should come at the cost of your identity. Independence teaches us that the answer is a resounding no. It is through the freedom to be unapologetically ourselves that we unlock the door to a deeper, more fulfilling existence. The illusion of relationships, unmasking the myths of love. For many, relationships become less about love and more about conforming to societal expectations or avoiding the haunting specter of loneliness. We are often told that life is incomplete without finding your other half, a phrase that subtly undermines the inherent wholeness of our existence. This idea perpetuates the belief that we are somehow unfinished or inadequate on our own, a notion as flawed as it is pervasive. What truly defines a relationship built on genuine affection? Too often, emotional dependency, jealousy, and mistrust take center stage, creating a fragile foundation. Instead of fostering growth and joy, these dynamics transform love into a carefully choreographed performance, a dance of obligation masquerading as commitment. Partners may stay together not out of mutual respect or shared purpose, but because society has convinced them that ending a relationship is a sign of failure. Yet, the most profound betrayal is not that of a partner, but of oneself. When love becomes a cage, an illusion of fulfillment that stifles individuality, it loses its authenticity. True connection does not demand conformity or sacrifice, but thrives on freedom, mutual respect, and the courage to stand whole and unshaken, whether alone or together. It's time to unmask these illusions and redefine relationships as spaces where individuality flourishes and love becomes an act of liberation, not constraint. Redefining love, a journey toward authentic connection. True love is not about possession, control, or adhering to society's rigid expectations. It is about fostering a bond built on mutual respect, shared aspirations, and the unyielding freedom to be oneself. It is a partnership where two individuals come together, not to complete each other, but to complement one another, enriching each other's lives while maintaining their independence. However, many relationships today are weighed down by invisible chains: control, obligation, and the ever-looming fear of societal judgment. These factors often create an environment where love ceases to be a source of joy and growth, and instead becomes a burden of emotional confinement. Partners feel trapped by the pressure to maintain appearances or meet external standards, sacrificing their authenticity for the illusion of harmony. To redefine love is to embrace its truest essence, a space of freedom, not restriction, of mutual upliftment, not dependency. Love should inspire growth, not suppress it. It should be a sanctuary of trust and understanding, where both individuals feel valued for who they are, not for who they are expected to be. In this light, love becomes more than a relationship. It transforms into a profound connection, a dance of equals who choose to walk together not out of necessity, but out of genuine desire and shared purpose. The power of singleness, embracing freedom and self-discovery. Singleness is not a state of lack, but a conscious choice to embrace life on your own terms. It is a celebration of freedom, a chance to explore the depths of who you are without the constraints of meeting another person's expectations. In a world that often equates being single with loneliness or incompleteness, choosing to walk alone can be one of the most empowering decisions you'll ever make. When you are single, you are free to prioritize your personal growth, passions, and well-being. It is a time to cultivate self-awareness, rediscover your dreams, and live authentically without compromise. Singleness offers the rare gift of uninterrupted self-discovery, a space where you can build a life that aligns with your values, ambitions, and desires. Far from being a limitation, singleness is a doorway to endless possibilities. It allows you to set the foundation for a fulfilling and purposeful existence, one where you are the architect of your happiness. Instead of seeking validation from others, you learn to find joy and meaning within yourself, a skill that becomes the cornerstone of true fulfillment. By embracing the power of singleness, you unlock the potential to live a life unbound by societal expectations, rich with freedom and deeply rooted in self-respect. Breaking free from societal myths, reclaiming authenticity in love and life. Society has long imposed rigid expectations of fidelity, monogamy, and lifelong commitment, painting these as the ultimate standards of love and success. These ideals, while romantic in theory, often clash with the natural complexity of human desires and emotions. The result is a widespread disconnect, a struggle between adhering to these expectations and staying true to ourselves. Breaking free from these societal myths requires courage, the courage to question what we've been taught and redefine what love, connection, and fulfillment mean on our terms. It is not about rejecting love or relationships, but rejecting the outdated belief that happiness is found only in conforming to rigid rules. To live authentically means embracing your truth, whether that involves choosing singleness, seeking a non-traditional partnership, or simply allowing love to flourish without constraints. It's about creating space for growth, freedom, and genuine connection without the weight of societal approval. By letting go of these myths, we reclaim the power to live boldly and love authentically, with no apologies for the paths we choose. True happiness begins where societal expectations end, when we dare to live for ourselves. The freedom of unconditional connection, love without limits. True connection thrives in the absence of ownership and rigid expectations. Relationships, whether fleeting or long-lasting, should be built on a foundation of mutual respect, honesty, and the shared freedom to simply be. When love becomes a space for growth and authenticity, rather than control and obligation, it transforms into something truly liberating. Unconditional connection allows individuals to interact as equals, without the weight of unrealistic demands or societal constructs. Casual connections, rooted in openness and genuine understanding, offer a unique kind of freedom, a chance to share experiences, emotions, and companionship without the pressure of predefined roles or expectations. These relationships honor the individuality of each person, celebrating their journey without seeking to alter it. This form of connection is not about avoiding commitment, but about redefining it. It's a commitment to honesty, to respecting each other's autonomy, and to allowing love to flourish without chains. In this freedom, relationships become more meaningful, more vibrant, and deeply aligned with the values of authenticity and mutual care. By embracing the freedom of unconditional connection, we discover that true intimacy lies not in possession, but in the unfiltered joy of simply sharing our lives with others. Embracing solitude as a destination, the journey to true freedom. Singleness is not merely a phase to endure, but a destination brimming with opportunities for self-discovery and growth. It is a sacred space where you can delve into your self-worth, uncover your inner strength, and embrace your individuality without the noise of external validation or societal expectations. Choosing solitude is choosing freedom. The freedom to prioritize your personal growth, nurture your passions, and cultivate a life rich with meaning and authenticity. In this space, peace and fulfillment are no longer fleeting desires, but enduring realities, born from living in alignment with your true self. Solitude becomes a canvas where you paint the masterpiece of your life, unhindered by the pressures to conform or seek approval. To embrace solitude is to recognize its transformative power. It is not a withdrawal from life, but a bold step toward a more intentional existence, one where your happiness is self-defined and your fulfillment is rooted in the richness of your own experiences. In solitude, you are free to thrive, to grow, and to find peace on your terms, proving that the journey inward can be the most rewarding destination of all. Your next step: embrace growth, self-love, and authenticity. Take a moment to pause and reflect on the choices that have shaped your life so far. Are they truly your own, or are they guided by the expectations of others? Now is the time to reclaim your path, a journey defined not by societal norms, but by what brings you genuine fulfillment and joy. Prioritize you. Choose personal growth that nurtures your passions, self-love that honors your worth, and authenticity that allows you to live boldly and unapologetically. Let go of the need to fit into predefined molds and instead carve out a life that resonates with your deepest desires and values. This is your call to action. Step forward with courage, embrace the freedom to live on your terms, and discover the immense power of being true to yourself. In doing so, you'll not only transform your life, but inspire others to do the same. Remember, the most meaningful journey begins the moment you choose to honor your authentic self. A new perspective, redefining your journey to fulfillment. As we close this journey of reflection, consider this. True happiness does not lie in conforming to societal norms or chasing a romantic ideal shaped by external pressures. It resides within, rooted in independence, authenticity, and the freedom to live on your own terms. The decision to embrace singleness or reimagine relationships is not a rejection of love, but an embrace of your wholeness. It's a powerful statement that your worth and fulfillment are not tied to another person, but are cultivated through self-love, personal growth, and a deep connection with your individuality. When we let go of the illusion that relationships are the sole path to happiness, we unlock the potential for something far greater: peace, freedom, and a life that reflects our truest selves. Whether walking alone or alongside someone who respects and uplifts you, the journey forward is about alignment with your values and the courage to embrace a life of purpose and joy. So, as you step into this new perspective, ask yourself, what do I truly want? Allow your choices to reflect your heart's desires and the unique path you wish to carve. Remember, your journey is your own, unbound by expectations and full of possibilities. Embrace it with confidence, live authentically, and redefine happiness on your own terms. The power to live fully and freely has always been yours to claim.